નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી.
Hello students, today we will study the question number 8 of exercise 13.1. This is the topic of standard 8 chapter number 13, direct and inverse proportion. So the question is, Rasmi has a road map with a scale of 1 centimeter representing 18 kilometer. She drives on a road for 72 kilometer. What will be her distance covered in the map? So here two quantities are there. First is the distance on map. This is in centimeter. Second quantity is distance on road or actual distance. We can also say that the actual distance. This is in kilometer. Now in first case, here we have given that 1 centimeter representing distance on map is 1 centimeter. Then the actual distance, that means distance on the road, is equals to 18 kilometer. Now what will happen if she drives on a road for 72 kilometer distance on road? If it is 72 kilometer, then what will be the distance on the map? This value we have to find out. Obviously it is a direct proportion. As we increase the distance on the map, actual distances also get increased. Okay, so we can directly use here the direct proportion. That is, we can use that x1 upon y1 is equals to x2 upon y2. So here the x1 is 1, y1 is 18 is equals to, here it is x2 upon, that is 72. Now if we make this x2 as a subject, then we can write down that x2 is equals to, this 72 is now multiplied with the 1. So 72 upon 18. So here we get, therefore x2 is equals to 18 for the 72. So this is the distance on the, this is the distance x2 we get on the map, and the unit is centimeter. So the distance on the map is 4 centimeter, right? Whereas the actual distance is 72 kilometer on the road. Now question number 9. Question number 9 is, a 5 meter 60 centimeter high vertical pole cast a shadow 3 meter 20 centimeter long. Find at the same time first the height of the shadow cast by another pole 10 meter 50 centimeter high, the height of the pole which cast a shadow of 5 meter long. Here two things are there. First of all, two quantities are there. Length of the actual object and one is the length of the shadow. So first quantity, here we write down that length of object. Second one is length of shadow. So first of all, 5 meter 60 centimeter high vertical pole. This is the actual object. That is the object, and its length is 5 meter 60 centimeter. Here two units we have given together, that is 5 meter and 60 centimeter. So here we have to convert that into the centimeter, right? So we know that 5 meter is equals to 500 centimeter. After that 5 meter, again there is a length of 60 centimeter. So we have to add 60 to this. So we get 500 plus 60 is equals to 560 centimeter. So instead of writing 5 meter 60 centimeter, we can now write down the 560 centimeter. So here this length of the object is also in centimeter, and shadow will also we get in the centimeter. So this is in centimeter 560. Okay, the length of the object is 560. The vertical pole cast a shadow of 3 meter and 20 centimeter long. Now this 3 meter and 20 centimeter we can write down as 320. Right? It is also converted into the centimeter. Both these quantities are now in centimeter. Okay, find at the same time. First case, the length of the shadow that we have to find out. This quantity we have to find out. Cast by the another pole 10 meter and 50 centimeter high. Now the second object is another pole that is 10 meter and 50 centimeter high. So we can write down it as a 1, 0, 5, 0. We also convert this 10 centimeter 50, 10 meter 50 centimeter into the centimeter. So now here let us use for the first case, we can use the direct proportion x1 upon y1 is equals to x2 upon y2. So here if we put the value, x1 is 560 upon 320 is equals to 1050 upon y2. So here if we make the y2 subject, y2 if we take into the numerator, okay, let us do one thing, multiply y2 and 560 and take this to the right hand side, it will also multiply it 1050 into 320. Now we can make this y2 subject and take this 560 into the denominator. So let us write down here, y2 is equals to 1050 into 320 upon 560. So here we can cut this 0 and 0. Now we can cut it with the 8 with 4, like 8 4s are 32 and 8 7s are 56. Right? Now we can cut this 105 with the 7. 15 7s are 105. 15 7s are 105. So here we get 150. Now the remaining thing is 150 into 8. So 0, 8 5s are 40, 0, 4 is the carry, 8 1s are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1200 centimeter. And therefore we can write down that our y2 is, we can also convert it into the meter, that is 12 meter. Right? So this shadow of the pole which has the length 1050, it is equals to 1200 centimeter. Right? Now second thing, this is the first case that we have to solve. Now let us see the second case. I think we forgot here something. Here we have to take actually 14. 14 4s are 56. Now we can cut with the 7. 7 2s are and 15 7s are. So here actually we get in the denominator there is a 2. So this value will become now 600 centimeter, or in another word we can say that the 6 meter. Okay. So the actual, so the shadow here we get is equal to 6 meter or 600 centimeter. Now this is the first case that we have solved. Now second case. In the second case we have given that the height of the pole which cast a shadow of 5 meter. Here the length of the shadow we have given, that is 5 meter. So the length of the shadow is 5 meter, that means we can get 500 centimeter. We have to find out the actual length, right? Length of the object. So here we can compare now this ratio with this ratio, or either this ratio with this ratio. So here we can write down that x1 upon y1 is equals to x3 upon y3. So here x1 is 560. Therefore we can write down that 560 upon 320 is equals to this value we have to find out, that is x3. and y3 here we have 500. Let us simplify here is that 0, 0 we can cut directly from here, and we can also cut it like 14. Yes, 14 fours are and 8 fours are. Now multiply this 500 with 14 and 8 with x3. So we get 14 into 500 is equals to x3. Okay, let us do one thing. Keep the 8 here itself, because here we require the value of x3. So 14 into 500 upon 8. Now here we can cut this with 7 2s are 14 and 4 2s are 8. And now we can cut this 500 with the 4. Like 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8 and 5. 125 4s are 500. And now multiply this 125 into the 7. Therefore we get the x3 is equals to 7 5s are 35. 3 is the carry, 7 2s are 14, 15, 16, 17. 1 is the carry, 7 1s are 7, plus 1 8. 875 centimeter. Or in another word, we can say that x3 is equals to 8 meter and 75 centimeter. This is the actual length of the pole, which casts the shadow of 500 centimeter. Right? Now, question number 10. A loaded truck travels 14 km in 25 minutes. The speed remains the same. How far can it travel in 5 hours? Here two quantities are there. One is the time, second one is the distance. One is the time. The time here given is in minute. And second quantity here we have given is distance. And the distance is in kilometer. So first of all, it is travel 14 km of the distance in 25 minutes. Now how far can it travel in 5 hours? 5 hours. Here we have given the 5 hours. So actually this is in hours, but here we have to take in the minutes. So we can convert this 5 hours into the minutes by multiplying it with the 60, because 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes. So we can take here 5 hours, that means 6 5 is 30. 3000 minutes. So how much the distance covered by the truck? Here it is in the direct proportion, because as the distance increase, the time taken to cover that distance is also get increased. Okay, so these two quantities are in the direct proportions, right? So here we get the 300 minutes. Now we can use this formula at x1 upon y1 is equals to x2 upon y2. 25 upon 40 is equals to 300 upon y2. Right? We can write down 25 into y2 is equals to 300 into 40. Now make y2 subject. We get 300 into 14 upon 25. We can cut this 25 and 300. 25 12s are 25 ones are 25. 5 is the remainder. 25 2s are 50. Now multiply this 14 and 12. We get the answer. It is y2 is equals to 14 into 12. 168. 168. And this is what? This is the distance in kilometer. So here we get that in 5 hours. 5 hours, that means 300 minutes. In 5 hours, the truck can cover the distance of 168 kilometer. Okay, so in this way we can solve the questions using the direct proportion. But the thing you have to keep in mind is that the unit, whatever the unit we take here, that must be equal. Here, if we have taken for the first case we consider minute, then for second case also we have to consider the minute. We cannot take the hour. Right? Here also we have given the distance 5 meter 60 centimeter. this length. So we have to convert it into either into all the measurements, either we have to convert into the centimeter or into the meter. But just keep all the measurements into the same unit. Okay, so this is all about this lecture. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.